Okay, today I'm going to show you how to thread the Jaguar 2015 DF as a 3-thread overlocker. So we're going to start by lifting up the thread guide, because that needs to be in the upright position whenever you're sewing. And I've popped my 3 reels on already, but you need to go through the thread guide at the top. I'm going to start with that. And then I'll show you the sequence. Alright, so when you're threading up your overlocker, you're always going to start from the right hand reel and work your way in. So I'm going to do the lower looper first and then the upper looper. So I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to go in the first thread guide, and then I'm going to pull this down into my tension dial with a little bit of welly. And then behind this next thread guide, and I'm doing that so that it's locked into the tension. Then I'm going to go down to this thread guide at the bottom, and these are color coded. So my first lower looper guide is purple, sort of lavender. Just going to open up this machine so we can see everything. Then I've got another 2 tiny hooks for my lower looper, and then I'm going to turn the turning wheel towards me until I can see my the eye of the lower looper. So then I'm going to pass my thread through and I'm going to pull it to the back, and then I'm going to turn my lower looper towards me until I can see a little hook on the left hand side, and that's my 3rd little hook for my lower looper, and I'm just going to click the thread into that. I'm going to make sure it's not caught around this black piece here, because I don't want it. It needs to sit flat into the lower looper. That's it. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to move that out of the way because the next one I'm doing is my upper looper. So I'm going to my 2nd thread, and it's the same process. So thread guide, click into tension, pull it down, 2nd thread guide, another one down here. Now I'm following the blue. So then I've got 1 hook there. Then I'm going to go straight from my hook to this wire, the square wire piece, and I just pull it behind and I click it into that. And then I'm just going to thread my upper looper so I can see my eye. Same thing, I'm going to pull the thread to the back. Now this is the easiest overlocker to thread because you can see everything and you've got really good access. So then I take my 3rd thread, which is my needle thread, my right needle thread, and I've got the sew guide at the top, then tension, next guide, and then I've got a hook here, and then 2 hooks that I'm going to go over, and then I'm going to go behind the little loop at the hook at the top of the needle, turn my wheel towards me again, always towards me, not backwards. Confuse your threads. Go backwards. Then if I put my presser foot down, I get a bit better access to my needle. Thread my needle to the back. Just be careful you don't get your thread caught into the foot because it will get tangled. Okay, and then I'm going to close this all up. Give it some force, that one. And then I'm going to put my foot, I'm going to put these threads under here first. I'm going to put my foot on my foot control, my presser foot's down, and I'm going to make a chain. So I'm just going to hold my threads towards the back lightly. So then I've started to make my chain, and I hope that it's all working nicely, but I'll just get my piece of fabric and check. It's a little bit wonky. And anyway, okay, so now I'll put my fabric underneath my foot, my presser foot, and put my foot on the pedal. that's working beautifully. And you can see the back is looking all neat on the top as well.